Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video we will be discussing about Java method overloading. So without wasting time, let's get started. So what do you mean by method overloading in Java? Okay, so first of all we will be discussing about the polymorphism. What is polymorphism? So note here, the ability to appear in more than one form is called polymorphism. Here poly means, what do you mean by poly means many, okay, and morphs means forms, so many forms, that is means polymorphism. Okay, so one thing can be exhibited in the more than one form is called polymorphism, or one functionality with different actions. Okay, so note here, the action could be the different, okay, but the functionality name should be the same. It's called polymorphism. Okay, so let's move to the next slide, which is showing the types of polymorphism. Okay, so mainly there are two types of polymorphism in Java. Okay, first of all is a compile time polymorphism. Okay, which is also called static binding, which is also called early binding. Its example is a method overloading. Okay, and next is a runtime polymorphism, which is also called dynamic binding, or which is also called late binding. Okay, its example is method overriding. Okay, so in this video we will be focusing on this part only, method overloading. So let's see what do you mean by method overloading, or the definition of method overloading. Okay, when a Java class allows more than one method with the same name but different number of arguments. Okay, different number of arguments or same number of arguments. Okay, but the different data types, those methods are called overloaded methods in the Java. Okay, so note here two conditions: same name but different number of arguments, or same number of arguments with different data types. Okay, of those methods are called overloaded method. Okay, let's see more on this. Same method name here but different number of arguments are this one. Okay, method name is same, okay, but the argument list is different. In first example it consists of only one argument, but in second example it consists of two arguments in second method. Okay, so these two methods are called overloaded method. Okay, let's see another scenario: same method name and same number of arguments, but the different data types. So note here, method name is same, okay, argument number also same, but its type is different. So first method contains integer argument. Okay, the next method m1 contains character as an argument, expecting character as an argument. Okay, so these are called overloaded methods. Okay, so one single class is sufficient to achieve overloading, okay, in Java, and it may possible to overload any number of methods in single Java classes. Okay, you can use number of methods with the same name to overload the Java methods. Okay, so let's move to the next slide, what it is saying. In method overloading, it is possible to have different data types for overloaded method. This point is same. Okay, we have just saw. While overloading methods, please check method signature. Okay, what do you mean by method signature? Method name plus parameters. In last video we also saw this one, method name and method parameters together is called method signature. Okay, but what is the thing here is not mandatory, which we need to check, this one, not return type. Okay, not return type. So we will check here method signature but not return type of that method. Okay, you are getting right. Okay, so the type promotion of the data types in the Java is like this fashion. First is byte. Okay, then it will be short, the int character, long, float or double. Okay, this way we can use the overloading with type promotion. Okay, so this thing we will see in the practical session. Okay, so don't worry about this one, I will be explaining this one. Okay, so let's focus on the types of overloading. Okay, so as we saw, it is like there are two types explicit by the programmer, okay, which is called method overloading or constructor overloading. Okay, or implicit by JVM. Okay, JVM is Java virtual machine, which is also performing method overloading. Okay, I mean overloading of the overloading of the operator. Okay, this is operator. Okay, this one is operator overloading implicitly performed by JVM with the help of this plus operator, addition or concatenation. Okay, right. Okay, so let's see detailed manner. Okay, what do you mean by like constructor overloading and what do you mean by operator overloading? So let's move ahead. Constructor overloading. So what is constructor overloading here? Okay, so if a class contains more than one constructor with same name but different number of arguments, or same number of arguments with different data types, those constructors are called as overloaded constructors. Okay, so the same as method. Okay, what we require, same name but different number of arguments, or same number of arguments with different data types, those constructors are called constructor overloaded constructor. Okay, so let's see what do you mean by operator overloading. So one operator with different behaviors is called operator overloading. Okay, obviously Java does not supporting operator overloading, but only one overloaded operator in Java language is called plus. This one, the plus operator in Java is used to add the two integers and to concatenate the concatenation operation also it perform. Okay, so in which condition it will perform add, okay, or in which condition it will perform concatenation. Okay, let's see. So first one, this one, if both operands in are integer, then it will perform addition. Okay, if both operand like both operands are integer, like integer a plus integer b. Okay, if we print this thing, then it will print the addition, okay, of both the things here. But at least one operand in the string, then it will perform concatenation. So if we perform something like if one operand is like a, okay, here is a string plus we are adding this with 10, then it will perform concatenation in the print screen. Okay, we are printing this one, right? So this way we can achieve the all right. Okay, so so we'll be seeing practically how this method overloading done in Java. Okay, uh, and how the constructor overloading and how the operator overloading done in Java as well. Okay, so first of all, I have in this program I have created one class. Okay, in class I have one public method which is called m1, which is expecting one integer argument. Okay, and another method uh, uh, which is m1 method name is same. Okay, but it expecting two arguments, one is a float and one is a integer. Okay, so to call these methods we will have one main method which is a starting point of execution of any Java program. Okay, and as these are the instance methods. Okay, I have created one object of these. To call these methods we need one object. Okay, so I have created one object here, and by using that object I have called this m1 method, which is like a simple, which is simply calling this one. All right, so so by using this one method, if I passed one argument as an integer, this method call going to invoke this method. Okay, and coming about this one, the second one, the second method calling to the this one, the second method, which is I'm passing this one as a float. Okay, and another is as an integer. So this method call will invoke this method, okay, and will print these two values. Okay, so this is also valid. Okay, and coming on about this third scenario. Okay, where I have simply passed two integers. Okay, so the m1 method, which is expecting one float and one integer, I am passing here two integers. Okay, so by using the uh, uh, the by using the promotion type promotion, it will call this method. Okay, because integer can acquire float. Okay, as we know, we have just saw the precedence. Okay, where is that one? Let me open for you. Okay, okay, with type promotion. Okay, the float can acquire integer. Okay, so integer value is automatically converted to float. Okay, in this fashion. So I have passed this integer value instead of float and integer value, and the next one is the character. I have passed the character as a R. Okay, and byte as a well instead of this float and integer. Okay, so this way with the help of this type promotion, it can acquire the byte as well as the short or integer any value. Okay, so this way character or byte, so character this way or byte you can use instead of this this float and integer. Okay, so let's run this program. We'll see what is the output here. See, the output here is, you know, the first one is one argument method is called, which is 10. Okay, the second call, it is calling this one. The second method, the third scenario, it is calling, you know, the second method which is expecting one float and one integer. See here, it automatically promoted to the float one, right? And next one is a byte, and the next call is r, character r we have passed, and byte 1. So in this call, it call this second method, this second m1 method, and the type is automatically promoted to data type to the integer, the float one. Okay, the float one, it is expecting the float one, then it the data type is promoted to the float one, and this byte is into integer. Okay, and the next one is like single argument I have passed as a capital T. So here what it does, right? So it promoted this one to the integer. Okay, so see note here, so it automatically promoted this one capital T into integer and pass and print into this method. Okay, right? So here so character T have passed, but it is it printed 84 as a value. So 84 is nothing but the ASCII value of capital T. If you search on Google, it will show you the ASCII value of capital T, which is 84. And in the second case, the argument, which is r. Okay, r is also ASCII value of the flow of the character. 82 is ASCII value of the character r, and it is 12. Okay, so and if I give the invalid way, okay, let me try this scenario as well. So it will throw me some error. Okay, so let's proceed. So unresolved compilation error. Okay, you see, you note here the unresolved compilation problem. Okay, the method m1 float integer in the data demo method overload is not applicable for the argument is this one. So these arguments, no, these are not, you know, this will give us compile time error. Okay, applicable for this one. So method, this one is not applicable. So we are expecting here float and integer, but what we are giving here as a character, as a, you know, integer and a float. So this is not allowed. Okay, it is giving me compile time error. So this is not allowed. This will give compile time error. Right? Okay, all right. So let's move to the next one, which is constructor overloading. Okay, so what do you mean by constructor overloading? Here we have just saw in theory session. We will see here practical how to achieve constructor overloading. So it is one of the most favorite interview questions, where interviewer can ask you, is it possible to overload constructor, okay, in Java? So yes, it is possible to overload constructor in Java. Okay, so see here, I have created one constructor. Okay, it is default constructor. Okay, and another parameter as constructor, which is expecting one integer argument. Okay, and two more constructors which is expecting, you know, character, integer and character arguments. Okay, so while how to call this constructor? Okay, so constructor are invoked at the time of object creation. Okay, when I create object of this class, this constructor overloading class, okay, that time only the constructor of the default constructor of the this class is invoked, okay, by default. Okay, and depend on the situation, if we pass the parameters, okay, this 10 parameter as an integer parameter have passed while creating object, okay, then that time this one this integer argument constructor or parameterized constructor is called. Okay, and this is a like conventional method of creating object. Okay, and this is like one of the another method to create object anonymously, okay, without giving the name of the object. Okay, we can create by using this method also, which is passing r and w, two character arguments. Okay, so this going to call this third wala constructor. Okay, and the last one will call the last constructor, which is expecting character. Okay, so let's run this program and see the output. You see inside default constructor, so when the first object created, the first constructor is invoked, second object created, and the second constructor with the integer value as a parameter invoked, the third and fourth constructor created. Alright, so let's see operator overloading. Okay, created one class with a publish static main method. Two integers are here, two integers, and I have just used one operator as a plus operator, so in which all scenarios it will add, and in which all scenarios it will concatenate, as we saw in the theory, as a part of operator overloading. Okay, so if both operands are integer, okay, in the first case, so integer a with the value 2 and integer b with the value 4, so both operands are integer. Inside print method, this print it going to print this one as a 6 one. Okay, what we expecting output as a 6 one. Okay, so the second way, okay, one operand is string and another is an integer, then it going to concatenate. So what we expecting, Rahul 2 as a output. Okay, this one is also going to concatenate. Output is 2 is concatenate with Rahul. Okay, this one. So this one is little bit tricky. Okay, so it going to add, okay, first two numbers. As soon as the compiler sees first two number, it going to add first two numbers. Okay, then it will going to combine this addition of the first two number with the string. Okay, then here what we are expecting, okay, it going to it will add 2 plus 4 as a 6, and it will concatenate 6 with Rahul, right? So this way we can expect this output. Okay, this one is the same, it will concatenate, it will add first two integers 6 Rahul and 2. Okay, what we expecting, 6 Rahul and concatenate with 2, right? This one is also same, 6 Rahul, 2 and 4. Okay, coming to this last one as it got first as a as a string, then it will concatenate all. So what we expect, Rahul 2 4 and Java, right? Let's run this program, see the output. Okay, all right, we got some output here. First one has a 6, this is correct. The second one is a Rahul 2, which is also correct. The third one 2 Rahul, which is also correct. The fourth wala scenario, which is 6 Rahul, which is correct as well. The fifth one is this one 6 Rahul 2, which is also correct. It added 2 and concatenated the rest of the thing. The second last is also correct, 6 Rahul 1 2, 6 Rahul 2 4. Okay, and the last one is concatenation, which is also right. Okay, so this way JVM is performing internal operator overloading. Okay, so hope you understand this session. Okay, and we'll see you in the next video. For now, bye bye.